Hello, MCU fans. Today we're going to look at some breaking news that has just come out that seems to conclusively indicate that Spider Man freshman year is a multiverse story and is not canon to 616 Spider Man, i.e., Tom Holland's Spider Man. This is brand new information, just came out today, so let's dive right in and see what we learned. Now, first, let's set the stage. At ComicCon, we learned there were going to be many surprising appearances in Spider-Man freshman year. Now, keeping in mind that it's been confirmed that it happens before Civil War, because in Civil War he was a sophomore. So the entire series is before Civil War, yet Doctor Strange is going to appear, which is weird because Tom Holland's Spider-Man, at least, doesn't meet him until Infinity War. Daredevil's going to appear, Norman Osborn's going to appear, a version of the Scorpion's going to appear, Dr. Octopus is going to appear, and of course, Tom Holland didn't recognize Doc Ock in No Way Home, so that doesn't make any sense. Some of his friends include Harry Osborn, Nico from Runaways, which hasn't really been established to be 616 canon, and then there's all the different costumes he's going to try on, none of which we've seen before. So you leave Comic-Con really scratching your head, trying to figure out how does Spider-Man freshman year fit in with 616 canon. Well, we got our answer. Comicbook.com has posted an interview literally today, just a few hours prior to this, with Brandon Davis interviewing Brad Winderbaum, who's the head of streaming at Marvel, and also Kirsten Lepore, who's the director of I Am Groot. Now, the interview was actually about I Am Groot and had a lot of good information about that. But, of course, Brandon Davis is a smart guy. He wasn't going to let Brad Winderbaum get out of there without asking him about Spider-Man freshman year, and asked him, how does this fit in with canon? How does this fit in with Tom Holland's Spider-Man? Well, we got our answer. What was indicated, and I'm going to get to his quote in just a second, is that Spider-Man freshman year is basically a what if. What if Norman Osborn mentored Peter? So there was this shot they showed us that certainly got me wondering. Here's Peter walking in his apartment right out of a scene from Civil War where we see Aunt May, but instead of Tony Stark, we see Norman Osborn. So I began to wonder if they were trying to do a little play on that scene. And yes, it's confirmed. Here's the quote from Brad Winderbaum. It follows the pattern that you see in Civil War, and Peter walks into his apartment for the famous moment where Tony Stark is waiting for him to offer him the Stark internship and take him to Berlin. But because of things that happen in the multiverse, because of new random occurrences, it's not Tony Stark who's waiting for him there, it's Norman Osborn. And that sends his life in an unexpected trajectory that collides him with many unexpected characters in the Marvel Universe. Now, Brad did not officially say it's a what if, but he basically did. I mean, you can look that quote over. There's just about no way to take that quote, any other way other than because of the multiverse. We're seeing a different story, which that's fine. I'm still very excited about the series. I did think it was supposed to be 616 canon, but it's not, and that's okay. But it's helpful to get this information, and I'm sure that, a lot of people have been asking it, trying to get this answer. So there you have it. Spider-Man freshman year is basically a what-if type story. It's a multiverse story. Now, maybe it'll cross over in the future, maybe during Secret Wars, where we're going to have all the incursions. There'll be an incursion with this universe. So it's not impossible that this even ties with Tom Holland's Spider-Man down the road, but at least not at this point. And then I will mention just quickly, because the main interview was about I Am Groot, they do seem to indicate that it's canon. They don't say that it's canon, but they say a couple times that it's happening between the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where Groot comes back as a baby, and before the end credit scene of Guardians Galaxy 2, because, of course, he's a teenager then. So if it's not canon, they're trying to make it so it could be, but there's been some interesting quotes from James Gunn, which implied maybe it's not. So I guess the jury's still out, and we're going to have to wait till we watch it. But as far as I'm concerned, it's canon until they do something that makes it not. So there you have it. We got a little bit more information on both Spider-Man freshman year and I Am Groot. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like it and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And there's also a lot more videos that you can watch. And in the meantime, enjoy the ever-expanding, ever-growing Marvel Cinematic Universe.